I'm here today with Ian Garden, and Ian is the MD and owner of QED. Ian, tell us what QED stands for and what it's all about.
Thanks, Mick. QED stands for Quality Essential Distribution. We're effectively a national CCTV distributor based in Walton Summit and Preston. To cut it short, we basically distribute everything from cables, whether that's internet cables, Cat5 cables, Cat6 cables, all the way up to switching and full CCTV systems. We really are an all-in-one stop shop for anybody's CCTV requirements.
Brilliant. And how's the business progressing, Ian?
It's doing okay. I know people would like to come on and say we're doing the best we've ever did, but I like to be real. We were in a bit of a bad place 12 months ago. We got a new MD in, well, which is myself now. And we've turned the company around, and obviously I've bought the company about 2.5 weeks ago. So we're doing
Congratulations.
really well. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We have a lot of good people in our business.
And what type of customers have you got? I guess a pretty broad range.
Yeah, it's weird. Our customer persona, as per se, is really large installation companies. So people like that might have heard of Mighty, ADT, ASEL, Secure IT. Our biggest market that we actually deal in is supermarkets. Excuse me. So we don't sell directly to the supermarkets, but we help the installation companies fulfill their projects on a year-by-year basis.
Oh, right. So what would you say gets those companies, the large installation companies, what makes them choose you, do you think? What is it that you offer that's differential to other options?
I would love to say our product was completely different from everybody else's, but that wouldn't be true. The difference is the care, the company ethic, good people. We believe in being transparent, being honest, and always communicating, even if that news is bad. A little bit that sets us aside from everybody else is we don't allow salespeople to put orders on. I know myself being one, we're quite emotional, and if you get a £200 order and then a 20 grand order comes in, we know which one you're focusing on. So what we have is we have a process-driven team that checks the orders, checks it with the customer. More importantly, they check the manifest in the morning. So for instance, if there was a delivery that was meant to go to London, but it was in the Birmingham hub, we can phone up an installation company in the morning, although they won't be happy, and say, look, it's not going to get there. And what that allows them to do is to potentially move their engineer to another job so they're not losing money. It comes down to the age-old adage of time equals money in business. And what we've managed to do is save people time with our process.
Good stuff like that, yeah. So you've just bought the business, Ian.
Yeah.
Exciting times. What does the future look like, do you think?
I think the future's bright, and that isn't just down to me. We have a lot of good people in our business, and some of them have been there a long, long time. Mark's been there for 25 years, and the company's been going 27. But we have a lot of people that have been there 5 years plus, including myself. We all care about the customer. We don't see the customer as pounds and pence. So everything we do is kind of customer driven in terms of how do we make it better for them. And I think if you go with that philosophy and you actually care for companies and understand that they have overheads and people to pay, and you just look at them as people and try to help them, I think that shines through massively.
Brilliant, brilliant. And in the 5 years that you've been there, Ian, and maybe even in previous careers, what's the sort of biggest learnings that you've got that you can maybe pass on to people that are starting a business, running a business, and leading a business right now?
Probably the biggest influence in my career has been T-Mobile when I worked there. They got us to understand it was not about the product, it was all about the people. And they got us, the biggest thing I would say to anybody that's leading or managing a team is you need to really get in and understand them and understand nobody, I believe, comes to work to do a bad job. It's the environment you create. Nobody goes out in the morning going, I'm going to do a bad job. And what you have to understand is everybody is different. So to lead people, you do have to have a lot of strings to your bow, and you have to see the situations for how they are. You can't generalize it. Every person is an individual, and that's what makes the world a great place. You can't throw blankets over people and go, well, you're in this category or you're in that category. Everybody lives their life, makes their decisions, and feels the way they do because they're individual, and you need to treat them like that.
Great advice, Ian. Love it. Thank you very much, and all the best with your new purchase.